All right, welcome to JCCR Racing. So we have entered the Manufacturers Cup. So we're going to start our first race. We have chosen an AMG, despite Germany treating people, well, not just treating people like criminals, actually criminalizing free speech. You can be put down as a criminal for what you say online, for a nasty, mean meme. And the same thing for the UK. So I was in between McLaren and AMG, and I was thinking, wow, both those countries have really removed free speech and aren't open to debate and people learning from saying silly, dumb things, and then have other people, share knowledge and learn and grow together. So no learning and growing through free speech, because you could, well, get a criminal record in the UK and Germany. And they might also even cancel elections if they don't like the results, like in Romania. So Germany has already warned that if they don't like the results, because outsiders write things that convince people on, X, well, they'll get involved and just cancel the election. So I really almost didn't really want to drive a UK car. I said I should go American, drive Chevrolet or Dodge, but I'm not a huge fan of the Dodge brand. And Chevrolet, I do like the Corvette, but ended up signing up with Germany. Good old German engineering. So let's see here. What do we have for a race here? We've got 12 laps. We're going to have to run racing hard and might run into some wet. So let's try this out. We know what car we're using, and I guess we don't get to use our livery. So I find that rather interesting. We're going to be running. So stay tuned for tips and tricks for surviving chaotic racing and fragile egos, because that's what goes down when you're racing. When you're racing the Manufacturers Cup, anytime it says World Series, people get pretty wild and there'll be dirty donkeys and dirty dogs all over the road. So let's try that out. Just taking a moment to get into the live commentary. So I'm here to catch all your comments. Howdy, folks. Don't forget to say hi as you come in and watch the live stream. Let us know what you're driving for the next upcoming, for this Manufacturers Cup, why you picked your manufacturer, how you think it's going to So as you drop in, let us know why you picked your particular manufacturer and how you think it's going to be good or bad on certain tracks that are coming up. Of course, I want to get to know everybody. You're the first 1,000 subscribers. You're part of the JCCR Racing crew. So don't forget to take the time to drop in, say hello, drop some comments so we can get to know each other, because the first 1,000 subscribers, well, you are part of the JCCR Racing crew. All right, so let's check for settings. For settings, assist settings, I'm running traction control 1. If you find that too frustrating, throw on the training wheels. You can crank it all the way up to 5, and you know what? If it starts to raining on the Nürburgring, we're going to be running 4 or 5. Auto drive, obviously off. Driving markers can be quite helpful when you're taking on new tracks with not a whole lot of practice. Counter steering assistance is going to be set to off, so watch out. And active stability management, which helps the car from spinning. So we're going to turn that off because we want to go faster coming out of turns. Traction control on 1. And we'll put the brakes more towards the rear so we can beat. Woo. Okay, so Mercedes here being a little different than driving the Ferrari. So let's try it on traction control 2. Not used to the Mercedes at all, but the reason we didn't go with our regular Porsche 911, extraordinary car, or the Ferrari 458, which we're quite used to driving on traction control 1, is because, well, a lot of people are taking those manufacturers. Same thing with the Alfa Romeo 4C. So Game Brigade took a look around and noticed that worldwide, the 911 is being used a lot, the Ferrari, Alfa Romeo 4C, and that means you're going to get less points because there's more competition. Whew. Okay, do I regret taking the Mercedes? I generally get the impression that the Mercedes is usually a nice, easy drive. But that's how I remembered it. And maybe my memory wasn't very good. So let's try this again. See if we can make that first turn. And that first turn is just going to be wild going into our World Series Manufacturers Cup race. Because this is where people are going to be dirty dogging each other, going full out dirty donkey and trying to spear each other into another stratosphere, or into the stratosphere. So last night we practiced this in the GT2 or GR2 car, doing the circuit experience. But there's quite a big difference in driving a GT3, GT2, and GT1 car. All right. So we got the brake balance more towards the rear so that when we're under braking and have the steering wheel turn, the car will still turn in. The AMG feeling very different than the 911, but a very good car. Corvette, I think, would have been a good pick for trying to get more points as well. .458 would have been great, but less points for positions because, well, a lot of people are driving the .458. So your competition, the goal is to get into, you know, bronze is top 75, silver is what, top 25, and gold is if you're in the top 5% of your manufacturer's class. So if you got less people driving, theoretically should be a little easier. You got less competition. Hopefully all the pros, hopefully there aren't too many pros taking the AMG here. Hopefully I've got a chance to do something with this car that I'm not used to, but using a handful of basic driver tactics or strategies, applying them should hopefully be able to survive this. Usually top of the candies, as a general rule, start braking there, but sometimes you need to brake earlier, and that's one of those situations because it's what is that, a hairpin at the end of a very long straight. Gotta hunt these apexes, which is the other trick. Completely missed it by a mile, but if we hunt the apexes, oh howdy, SLVRFX, thank you very much. I'm going to catch your tips in just a moment in between the load up of the race. Wondering if I should have maybe just said, forget about it, I'm going to drive the Ferrari, because it's usually I'm the fastest with the Ferrari, and I just prefer Porsche because, well, it's Porsche. I own 2 Porsches. I really like Porsche. But the Mercedes, the AMG, I think a benefit is going to be it's generally not a car that gets punted around too badly. Same thing for the Corvette. It's a pretty solid car. BMW would have been a good choice as well. And honestly, it just didn't cross my mind to go BMW. I kind of got the impression that a lot of people are going to go BMW, and I think BMW would have been fantastic on the Nürburgring, which is going to be very challenging with those elevated curbs. I usually run the Ferrari or the Porsche 911 on the Nürburgring, and it's fantastic cars, great turn-in. But if you get on those elevated curbs, they are gone. All right, I'm going to be getting into the comments section now in the next 3 seconds. There, at least I'm shaving off time, getting used to the track-ish. All right, let's see what's going on. What am I missing here? So, Mr. Knight Rider Jim, thank you very much for making it in. So I was just saying I wanted to go United States because, well, the United States still has free speech, unlike the UK and Germany, where they don't want people saying things that could hurt someone's feelings, and as such no one gets to learn and grow by saying something that's maybe kind of dumb or hurts people's feelings, and then having the people who have their feelings hurt kind of explain to them that, maybe they're being a little ignorant, or, it avoids a chance for people to learn and grow. And the big danger is who decides what's offensive. Does anything go against the current political agenda that's trying to be pushed through now offensive, and bye-bye free speech, and bye-bye any chance of political change and, self-determination? Super Doofus, live long and prosperous, my friend. Thank you very much for making it in. Mr. Knight Rider Jim saying, I bagged the JCCR team, a second place finish in the Oh, awesome. In DRB for Ferrari. Right on. Thanks, brother. Right on. That is congratulations, and thanks for rocking it out the JCCR team. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we can't have liveries, or we can have liveries. Oh no, there's my green car. So I guess if I had a livery on the AMG, that would be rocking out the JCCR. So Mr. Knight Rider, thank you so much for rocking the JCCR team livery from our awesome mate Aussie Bug. SLVRFX saying, I tried 3 as well, but felt like the rear end was kicking out a lot. So maybe 3 is too much. What do you suggest, SLVR, for you're using 2 on the brake controller? All right. And Forza Canada saying, hello friends, just started my break, get to watch the race. Good luck, Jay. Thank you so much, Forza Canada. Folks, don't forget to check out Forza Canada's YouTube channel, as well as Super Doofus and Game Brigade as well. Thanks for the thumbs up on using the AMG. And let's get into some chaotic, intense racing. Now, I figure if you're not out first on the track, you might as well be last on the track with a little bit of space, because, yeah, people can still dog you. They can still dog you. And, yeah, you don't want to get dogged on the qualifiers. You want to get up near that top position, starting off on hards. See what we can do here. Great time to set up. So I'm saying, so SLVRFX saying you went with 2 on the brake controller, so let's try that. For anyone run the AMG rate recently and have an idea of what we should be running here? Traction control, we tried it on 1. Let's try it on the first lap of the qualifier. I know the Ferrari, very comfortable on 1. Porsche, very comfortable on 1. So we lost a minute. But we'll still get in on the last lap, probably with a few seconds, and get a full last lap. Gotta already practice not crossing that line. So traction control, the lower you go, the more you can take off coming out of a corner or slide out. All right, went pretty hard on the pedal there, no slide out, so maybe 1 will work after all. Down to 1 for rotation, 2nd for takeoff, so there's no slide out. Oh, okay, so the traction control on 1 is a bit of an issue for me. With this fine-looking AMG. Had remembered the AMG being really easy to control, but then again, I had practiced it on traction control too. Don't think that brake control, I was on the throttle, so it had nothing to do with the brake balance, I would think. All right, so we'll get 1 lap in. Okay, brake balance 4, TC off. Well, you're very courageous, friend. Let's try that. That's true. There's this track's all about trail braking. Now, I was watching the Y files with the wife previously, so didn't do all sorts of practice laps. But we did do some last night, about half an hour that we put it into the circuit experience.
1 minute and 44.946 seconds. To 1 minute and 44.946 seconds, set a new record. 1 minute and 44.946 seconds.
All right, I'm liking brake balance on 4. To the rear is nice. The trail braking goes nicely.
144 set a new record. 1 minute and 44.222 seconds. LAR 145, L_Mentado 145 set a new record. 1 minute and 45.223 seconds. LAR 145, L_Mentado 145 set a new record. 1 minute and 45.223 seconds.
Lots of time lost there.
1 minute and 45.465 seconds a new record. 1 minute and
All right, folks, sorry, I'm going to work tonight on removing the little narrator voice because we don't need to hear everyone's times. And let me know, can you hear that narrator voice, or is it just in my headphones? Because I find the narrator quite annoying, but even worse if you guys have to listen to that. Oh, I thought I'd cross the line and get an extra lap, so I guess one shot is all we get. Oh, no, we made it. We made it. Oh, we get to do a final lap. Good. Now this has got to be our hot lap and try to get 142 here.
6.954 seconds in it down 1 minute and 46.954 seconds a new record. 1 minute and 46.954 seconds.
So traction control too. I don't have to worry so much if I smash down on the accelerator pedal coming out of a turn.
954 seconds a new record. 1 minute and 46.954 seconds. Kelly, set a new record. 1 minute and 43.670 seconds. Kelly, set a new record. 1 minute and 43.670 seconds. Francis 1 minute and 44.591 seconds and Kevin 1 minute and 44.591 seconds a new record. 1 minute and 44.591 seconds. Francis 1 minute and 44.591 seconds and Kevin 1 minute and 44.591 seconds a new record. 1 minute and 44.
Narrator still getting on my nerves. Sorry, I actually end up kind of zoning out and listening to the narrator.
1 minute and 44.099 seconds.
Yeah, I definitely think the Corvette would have been good here as well. The free speech Corvette. I think the Ford, you know, great, take an American brand, but I don't think the Ford would have been very good. The Ford Mustang GT would have been bad everywhere. So hard to drive. Yeah, the brake balance on 4 really helping out. Very nice. Now let me know in the comments from your knowledge base, is the AMG a car that we rev out, or is it a car that we shift early? All right, are we 1.1 seconds off first? If so, that's a pretty tight pack, pretty tight grid. We're going to be starting in 10th. All right, all right. I can live with that. Now, brake balance for the 458 SL VR. I really like 2 or 3, and it depends on the track. If it's a track with a ton of trail braking, I go 3. If not, 2. I find the best. Porsche 911, 3 all the way. But Ferrari more often 2 than 3. Yeah, SLVR also on 3 for the 458. I feel the back end also is kicking out. It's a bit too much for me. Super Doofus, good luck with your race, buddy. And Mr. Knight Rider, thank you so much for the tip on using the brake balance on 4. And you can sometimes hear the narrator. Okay, I'm going to work on taking that off. Yeah, and it mutes everything. Yeah, that's not cool. I'll work on that. Now, Game Brigade saying, honestly, the brake points on this track for the brake assist are pretty accurate if you want another cheat assist. And we shift the AMG at 6,700 RPM. I love it, guys. Thank you so much. Very lucky and blessed to have you guys here for the ride. Manufacturers Cup. Didn't focus in, but I want to talk about what manufacturers are being used. Let us know maybe in the next Manufacturers Cup, maybe we won't go AMG if we've already got a few.
1 minute and 46.081 seconds. Tune to 1 minute and 44.860 seconds.
Excuse me, just hitting that human pit stop.
44.860 seconds.
Get a little
Tune to 1
little
minute
petrol
and
into the system.
44.860 seconds, set a new record.
Advan. I do like Advan mags. I've had Advan, original Advan 3-spoke mags on the Toyota MR2. BBS is awfully nice on the Porsche 911s. They come stock with BBSs, or they did the 996. All right, so we got NSX, we got Genesis there. We have a Corvette. Of course, we've got a Ferrari. Subaru BRZ, of course, it's overpowered. Lamborghini, fast but hard. Can never do anything with the R8. I think we're the only AMG on the track. And, you know, so, not rocking the JCCR livery. I don't have one, so I guess I'll be racing green. 911 and a 4. Oh, right. All right. A Ford GT. My goodness. Good luck. Corvette. Okay, some more Corvettes than I would have thought. I expected to see the Alfa Romeo. Game Brigade let us know that there's a bit of that. And Mitsubishi. That's an off-brand to be rocking, so he's working to get those extra points. So we'll get the brake balance. Don't forget to throw it on at the beginning of the race, folks. 1 so far. You know, I'm going to practice up the AMG this week, and we'll get it down to 1, maybe even 0. Probably 1, because I'm definitely finding it more difficult. We're going to want to run, folks, you're going to definitely run radar, because this is going to be chaotic. The first turn, this is going to be insane. This is likely going to be a bit of an intense clown show. Oh, I didn't realize the AMG accelerated this well. Almost as good as the Ferrari. Okay, so where am I gonna put myself here? I guess we'll go inside turn here. We make it through. Oh, we're getting a little too much rotation there. All the gain, all gone. Back to 10th. Jumped up 4 or 5 positions, down 4 or 5 positions. I don't know if I just lost it even on traction control too, or if I got a little bit of a nudge. There we go. Narrator not shutting it. Sorry folks, that'll be the last night we have to deal with that. Filmless GT sent me the instructions on how to get rid of that narrator. We had tried it together on Saturday after the subscriber races. Oh, we got super punted here. Someone has 100% used us as their brakes, and we'll get reset on the track. That is frustrating. Wow, dirty. Now, you'd think we just lost, what, 4 seconds? I'd like to see a 10-second penalty on that dirty donkey. And no penalty to the guy to the individual that just super donked us. He's not racing, he's playing Donkey Kong Arcade Racing. Diddy Kong. Playing P. Diddy Kong Racing, I guess. Oh no, sorry, it's KP Racing that's behind me. That's whoever... Oh, someone, is he gonna go in pit already? I'd like to see far more cars picking up penalties there. Very odd. Filmless GT, what is up, friend? Hanging out in the JCCR race. JCCR racing pit crew. Nice little pass there. Nice clean, giving lots of distance. AMG's feeling good. Other than that one little slide out, but that might have been a push that we picked up right before getting super punted. Mount Fiji in the background, I would assume, based on the name of the track. And of course that iconic snow on the top and the shape. Nice pass to Ruby RZ. good show. Oh, I don't know if he was deliberately, oh yeah, he was deliberately coming for us. Oh, he just took himself off the, oh no, he didn't take himself off the track. Because somehow, is he gonna try to take us out? I can see him on the radar. He's coming in behind us. No breakage of wind for you, my friend. Go wide to avoid him and then cut in. Return the favor from earlier. Bye-bye, friend. You cooked in the wrong kitchen. Please don't complain that you got burnt. You started something, and if you start something, make sure you can finish it. Or the expression, if you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. Always want to drive clean unless someone's hitting me up on straightaways. Or, you know, not using the brakes at all, super punty. I don't mind a little bit of paint trading. So, Chaotic Clown Racing coming from me this time. Not repping the JCCR Racing team very well at all. But at a long work day, my patience is kind of low. Happy that we got the brake balance on 4. We can do some braking, some, not a lot, but some braking and turning at the same time. And we've got, I would assume, let me know in the comment section, do we have obligatory pit? Or is it 12 laps on hards? Definitely see the fuel lasting long enough and the tires. Finally got some actual trail, a little bit of trail braking in there. So we're going to want to go wide, brake at the last minute, and brake to the apex, and try to hunt these apexes and be apex predators, because that should get us, well, we're now one position ahead from our start point. Fortunately, we had been up in 5th or 6th, but we got super punted as part of the racing, sim racing experience. Bit of Mario Kart mixed with sim racing. No pit. All right, straight sprint. Love it. Thank you so much for the comment. Would have been embarrassing going to pit and maybe driving into a wall. Oh yeah, the brake balance on 4 is perfect. Mr. Knight Rider Jim, you are very knowledgeable, extremely helpful, my friend. Thank you so much. Wondering if our mate Ozzy's gonna make it in. Nice to be trying a new vehicle. The AMG, hadn't driven it very much and hadn't driven it in a while, but this is nice. Up in 8th, slowly bringing the times down. Almost feel after the race I should come right back here with the Ferrari and see if I would get a better lap time. Kind of already know the answer to that. I think just because usually the car you're going to be fastest with isn't necessarily the lap record car, it's the car you're consistent with and know. The AMGs. I feel like the learning curve on the AMG is pretty quick. It's not a hard one to drive. Better not be for the number of times I said AMG is an easy car to drive. That was a little slow through there. Is not the proper way through that corner. I think I spun myself out. I don't think he made contact there. Now I do love cars like the Ferrari 458. I think the Porsche 911 from recollection as well has that little camera, the rear view camera, Toyota Supra, so you know when you've been pushed. I know when it's time to play Batman or not. Oh, hitting on the straights. Maybe that was accidental. Strike one. A-okay, we all make accidental mistakes. Oh no, definitely came in to hit me that time. Oh yeah, hitting again. We got a fragile ego. Okay, Batman mode, vigilante mode, initiated. Oh, and that's what happens when you don't play cool and collected. Oh, always better to not retaliate. As I've said before, 20% of the time you go to retaliate, and 20% of the time you crash yourself out. Almighty Bee. Interesting and kind of cool name. I like that. Almighty Bee. And when you trade paint, you slow them down, you slow yourself down, and the cars behind you have a much easier time to catching up. Missed the apex. We really gotta start hunting these apexes. For whatever reason, Almighty Bee being completely ghosted through the turn. Good pass, KP Racing. Good job resisting, taking us to the pound town on the straightaway. Or straightaway bang buddies. I don't really want to be straightaway bang buddies. I'd like to keep the paint on my car and not on other people's cars. And yeah, Game Brigade making a good point. Don't retaliate. Yeah, ghosting. Yeah, you might go to retaliate, they get ghosted, and you just go right through and into a wall. We've seen that before. Made it through there, I think, quickly, so we're closing the gap now. Starting to get the hang of it. I think that we will need to try this on traction control 1. Not want to bang into the Corvette. Second gear for some rotation. Probably could have been in first through there. Little bit of few cars behind us, possibly 6 cars behind us, 2 clumped up in the front. Let's see if we can, in the next few laps, pass the 2 cars ahead. They are driving pretty quickly, but we'll see if they kind of waste time battling it out. Not really supposed to be a contact sport. 6,700 RPM for shifting. Not used to the interior of the Mercedes, so I'm not going to lie here. Okay, I can now see where the RPM is. It's a little blue gauge on the top. So it's a bit of an early shifter. I always prefer the late shifters, the high revving engines from the Ferrari NSX, Porsche 911. Must be forgetting a few. Oh, there you go. They're wasting time. They're banging it out. Very slow on that turn, so I need to learn what the fast way around that turn is. Ah, no. Almighty B has struck again, taking it out the Corvette. No penalty for dirty, dirty driving. GT7, what is going on? That was a flat-out attack. This is chaotic clown racing at its finest. Ooh, should have been in first there. Did not have the necessary takeoff. So a lot of potential speed coming from first gear in the AMG here. So went in slow, came out faster. So let's go wide here. Do some last minute braking, trail brake to the apex. And patience, safe, smart driving. Oh! Safe, smart driving will get us a pass. I'm back, my friend. Hola. Avoiding contact with Almighty B. There, that time. Last time he kind of threw himself in front of my line and I just didn't have enough time to slow down enough. Oh, had to brake there. I didn't want to drive into him. Nice back and forth on this race so far. Now they went in slow, got the apex, and came out much further on the track. Nice illustration of what I did wrong and getting the nice illustration in front of us of what to do right. Yeah, Game Brigade giving excellent advice, folks. Don't forget, if you're watching this on replay, fantastic. Thank you so much. But do turn on the live stream comments because we get incredible tips from great drivers. Yeah, they're faster taking off out of there. I'm a little slow getting on the pedal, kind of scared of a slide out just because I'm not used to driving the AMG. kind of scared of what it will do, but I think I can put more faith in the AMG and be a little harder on the pedal, especially with traction control on 2. It's just in the qualifying lap I did spin out from being too hard on the pedal. Not nearly as comfortable and confident driving this as some other cars. Gonna try to avoid all this chaotic clown racing going on between these two and just kind of drive past them if I can. It is awfully nice having a some close competition here as we drive down the track together. Certainly is nice to have a shake and bake buddy. Glad the Corvette made it by Almighty B and his tactics, his takeout earlier. We all took that turn the same way, so not going to get a pass yet. Almost went out, pushing it to the limit of the track. Very careful around the Corvette. I don't want to cause him any trouble. He hasn't caused us any trouble whatsoever. I find he's driving really clean, especially considering the major takeout that the Audi did on him earlier. Oh no! I drove through! What have I done? Shame on me, shame on me. Well, this has been a fun race. Not thrilled about getting mega punted, super donkeyed at the beginning. Not bad. Fun race. Game Brigade saying, remember to go wide on the final turn. Yeah, wide and then cut through. I'm not used to that kind of turn, honestly, when you go super wide and then it's a weird shape. I'm not used to that shape. People are following the racing dotted line, but you go faster going wide. Follow the tire marks. Amazing advice, Game Brigade. So true. Film is saying, still doing good. I see. I survived. Yeah, I don't know if I did good, but we survived. So Mr. Knight Rider Jim saying, so I just raced Sophie on the next event. It's going to be nuts. I only used the brake for 5 turns. Pretty much wide open. Wow, that is going to be pretty nuts. And Super Doofus saying, Race A is super cheesy, but super fun. Well, thank you for the feedback, Super Doofus. And Forza Canada saying, pretty good for the first race. Yeah, up 1 position from where we started. Now, folks, let me know. Do we risk it all and jump in a second time and do our second race on this? We haven't done this race earlier today. I worked 12 hours or 11 and some hours with about an hour of break in the whole day and nothing else. But I've got my focus in. I'm going to go take a human pit stop. And when I get back, please have left a few comments on what we should do here. Do we try to go for more points? What was that, 9th? It's 7 points. If we ever got 6th, is it reasonable considering my lap times and experience with the car? Do we try to aim for those extra 2 points or not? Let me know. I'm going to go get the pit stop in. Yeah, Racer79 saying lots of bumpers. Yeah, lots and lots of bumpers. So true. I want to say congratulations here to the people that got, top 5. So great job. Let's look at the list here. We got a Genesis, a Corvette. Good job, Arcanjo. Great job, Eddie, the Stig. And I love seeing that their S rating didn't go down. White Thunder, great job. Racer 79 up there, fantastic. Oh, the 911s. I love the 911s and the Ferrari. But I was the only Mercedes. So yeah, this might be a good sign that we get a few more points running an off-brand. And one last.
They still cut me off.
There we go. I'll be right back, folks. All right, let's see where the vote's at. Are we driving another one? Super Doofus saying, oh, hit that thumbs up. I thought hit that meant hit the track, as in do another one. So not sure, do we keep the points or do we try to do better than 10th? Racing in the AMG. Now, I wonder if I go to practice, if I can pick any car. I guess I cannot. All right, so we definitely will do it again, it looks like. And while we're at it, let's see. Can we get the narrator off? Because the narrator at the beginning of the race was just far too much. All right, so if you're having trouble with your narrator, you can definitely check this out. Let's see with ChatGPT. How to remove the narrator from Gran Turismo 7. How do you remove the narrator from Gran Turismo 7? So we'll go to the settings menu. From the main menu, we'll go to the options section. So that's where we're at now. Select sound settings. I guess sound volume would be sound settings. Adjust voice volume. Definitely like having the Rivals engines high so I can get a good idea of where they are in case I don't have radio on. Replay sound effects. Replay BGM. Why not? Have a little bit of that on in the back. All right, so definitely not in there. Controllers profile about the game. I certainly thought we were in the menu here. GT menu. Select sound settings. Should be under options, but let's try out the dashboard here. In-game notifications, I guess we can try turning that off. Well, folks, I'm sorry if you found it. Congratulations. You're not having to deal with the narrator. Well, let me know if you found it, folks, at some point. At some point, I'll have to go back and read Philness GT's description. Racing hard are the softest tires we can have for the race. Might be down here in sound volume. Same as before. Load up a world-class racy here. And let's see what our friends are running, the others from the JCCR and elsewhere racing crew. We got Aussie Pug, wow, pulling a 140.9 in the Toyota Supra. Fantastic. And we didn't see any Toyota Supra, so we definitely could have ran with the Supra. We didn't see any M6s in our class. So I think an M6 BMW would have been a great option. Fantastic job, AHR Porsche GT. MGB, great work with a 141.6. Sammy Epic, a 141.7 with the RCF. Very nice. NSX, 141.9 from Alioub SLVR with the 458. Running 142.2. Dano with the 142.3 with the Toyota Supra. JCCR_J Rizzo. Right on, man. Very cool. Running a 458 Italia with a 142.4. And we've got a very slow 146 out of the Mercedes. So let's try to get used to this big Mercedes. So we got our brake balance, so go wide here. See if by ear we can hear when Yeah, so just before, right at basically, right just before 7,000, you can hear it kind of taper off. Woo! So let's stay away from the curbs. I thought it'd be a little more solid on the curbs than that. I guess I took too much curb there. Oh, I'm on traction control 1. Feeling the difference. But if we want to get faster, we're going to have to get used to this traction control 1 for the AMG. All right, very cool exhaust coming out in the middle of the rear of the Huracan there, or it would appear to. Okay, he hammers down way before we do, so that's the problem. We're needing to get on that throttle harder and sooner. About as slow as you can go around there. Still determined to get it down in traction control 1. Determined, but not working out. So let's go with traction control 2. See the difference? Missing that incredible traction coming out of turns that you get from the rear, yeah, there we go, from the rear mid-engine or rear engine vehicles like McLaren, Ferrari, the Porsche, the Alfa Romeo 4C, the Lamborghini, of course. BMW didn't have nearly as much kick out. Not going in slow at all. It's pretty painful. Sorry, folks. All right, crazy epic turn at the end of this straightaway. Fine if I take it wide when there's all sorts of cars on the track, but really want to practice an ideal line. Let's go wide. There we go. Slow in, out fast. Mercedes not liking those candies. And I took the AMG figuring, well, I need a car that's going to be really solid on the Nuremberg rings. Nuremberg rings elevated curbs. And really kind of wishing I would have just gone with consistency. One of the two cars I'm far more used to driving. I cannot drive this for the life of me with traction control on 1. I know I need to come out in a higher gear. So for all of you that are better drivers, this must be painful to watch, and I'm sorry for that, because you're all probably thinking, why isn't he upshifting coming out of a turn? I guess I've become used to having cars with maybe a little more grip on the back, like the 911. Even traction control 1 didn't have trouble coming out of turns without upshifting. Oh, something that actually worries me is we are going to miss the race. We're not in the correct spot. Okay, Game Brigade saying check PSN messages. I'm going to do that. All right, sorry for the little pause there. I believe we got narrator off with Game Brigade's help. Thank you so much, Game Brigade. Now let's see, make sure we don't miss the race. I guess between green and the original color, we'll go with the original color. We got the Racing Hards on. Let's jump in. Folks, if you don't have the little timer at the top, it means you're not going to be thrown automatically into the game. Now finally using Game Brigade's tip of going wide, and I can really see the difference there. And yeah, so we got the narration off. I'm not sure, I think, Phil, this is also what you sent me last night. My recollection isn't all there, but Game Brigade, I just read it fresh. from his messages. It's odd, I didn't find it under sound, I found it under accessibility. So the main PS5, not the games options, but the PS5 options, and not under sound, under options yes, but PS5 options under accessibility, and it's transcription chat to text is what should remove it. Okay, starting to sort of get the concept of that turn there. Not at all that turn. Oh my goodness, this is maybe I just got lucky on that last race. Just nice and wide. Go through in second. Frustrating. Traction control 2, not there yet. And unchangeable in the race, so we'll just have to remember to turn that off to not completely get taken out by these curves. Oh. Well, if any of this counted, we'd get an award for most improved player if we can just get our stuff together. Stuff, SHTUFF. All right, what's going to be our breaking point here? 150. All right, 150. Yeah, 150 works. Maybe push it just a little further. Sorry about that, picking up the toggle switches. I got to get these toggles taken off camera view. Painful, painful, painful. Can't even do a lap without crashing here. Can't handle a single lap with this AMG. Struggling, real struggle. The struggle is real. All right, so kind of feeling, yeah, thanks Filmus GT. After those practice laps, boy, am I not feeling confident at all. I'm feeling like, oh, I think I should have just taken my points and ran. Let's try to get the assist settings, traction control already on too, because I'm just really struggling with the AMG. I know it's a great car, but I'm just not the driver for it. And warm-up is over. All right, so we'd be in GMT 5, so Eastern time zone at 10 a.m. for Saturday races for the lobby. And right here, recommend you practice these in open lobby before you race the real thing. Yeah, absolutely, Philness GT, absolutely. Oh my goodness, Gothic Kratos, it's 2 a.m. for you. My goodness. And Game Brigade saying drive consistent and safe. Yeah, I gotta film this. Good luck with dinner. Yeah, I just slow but consistent because spinning out and going off track definitely is gonna be a recipe for last place. Love seeing the Dodge Viper up here. So let's see here. We've got the RCF up in first. We've got BRZ in second. Third, a V12 Vantage. Very cool, running a V12. Austin Martin, very nice. NSX in fourth. GT by Citroën. That would have been a good... RS01 would have been a good choice for Manufacturers Cup. Being off-brand and something that I find is a lot of fun to drive. So far, I'm not... Can't say I'm having fun yet driving. Alright, so we'll go out second here. I guess they're letting the slowest go first. There we go. Should have been setting that up in the pit. Silly of me to do it on the track. So let's follow these markers and the tire tracks here on the track. So tire track saying I don't necessarily have to jump that apex from what I can tell. Hoping not to get punted or off the track or speared into another stratosphere during the qualifier. That was a slow way around that last turn. Let's see if we can get a fast lap in here. Now there is no drafting on the qualifier, so don't lose your vision following someone real close, figuring there's going to be an advantage. Oh, not good, not good, not good. Ah, there we go. That's what was going on. Traction control was on 1, and I got taken out by a curb as a result. So that lap won't count either, and this lap's going to be slowed down. So I clearly have a fragile ego because I am talking far less than usual, trying to figure out this track and a way to survive. So clearly I'm focusing on trying to get a better position in the last race and surviving the race. .145.9. Slow, slow, slow. Captain Slow here. Yeah, penalty did not help us because the 149.5 would have been a little faster. Mr. Knight Rider Jim, thank you very much for explaining what time zone we're on. Oh my goodness. If we race at 10 a.m., you're saying that, Mr. Knight Rider Jim, you're saying that if we play at 10 a.m. in the morning on a Saturday, it's 2 p.m., so 2 in the afternoon for you, so that's not so bad. Hey, Dano, welcome in, buddy. Right on. Oh, cool. Dano's got, Super Doofus has some Star Trek skins. Very cool. Alright, so I thought we had set traction control up to 2 as a permanent AMG requirement. I look forward to driving a little bit of Porsche 911 and Ferrari after this. Someone is named Shark Attack. I think I can probably expect to get punted if I'm around Shark Attack. So traction control 2. I'd set it. Not sure why the race started us off on 1. Ryan Golden up here. Great job, mate. 9 points, starting off in first with a 142.6. Pindusser in second with an off-brand with the Audi. We got Speedo here. Maybe like the bathing suit, maybe not. Man Bear Pig, someone's been watching South Park. Very cool. And a very off-brand vehicle. A Volkswagen Beetle. Oh. Rick the Rock, very cool with Citroen. We've got the Lance Revolution. We've got a Hurricane from Shark Attack with a very cool fighter jet skin. We've got the BRZ up here, 2JZ79. So let's see what we can do here. Mazda, what are you doing here? Beetle, come on, get out of here, Beetle. Well, I've got to give a huge thumbs up to the live chat community. You're very kind. I'm blessed to have you. Thank you so much for the tips. And thank you so much that, we're 11 watching the live and there are 11 thumbs up. So thank you so much, folks. I really appreciate it. And especially tonight, because I've gone and shown you some brutal, painful practice laps. Brutal, painful qualifier. Let's see if we can do anything now. Oh wow, Dano, you started in 13th and finished in 5th. That is a huge increase. We started in 10th last race, got up to 5th or 6th because we passed 5 or 6 vehicles, got super punted off the track. That put us way back, and I don't know, maybe 14th. And I think we finished 9th, and we had a great run racing 10th with 9th and 8th being right ahead of us, and we passed 9th last minute, and we finished with the Audi just ahead of us. Very cool to see the V12 Vanquish on the track. I'd forgotten about the V12 Vanquish. JCCR Johnny. Now folks, if you want to be part of the JCCR racing crew officially, unofficially, just come to the live streams, turn thumbs up, give it a thumbs up, drop a comment. Oh great, they actually kept our mods. Very cool. So we don't have to worry about completely spinning out on not even these elevated curbs. I'm scared for the Nürburgring. I thought the AMG could handle the elevated curbs without taking off too badly. Starting in 12th, so starting 2 positions lower than last race. Dano signed with Toyota. Smart choice, very smart choice. I thought the Toyota would be really overused and want to get those extra, you know, the extra credits and the extra ranking at the end of the Manufacturers Cup by using an off-brand. But I will not be using the Mercedes AMG again. Oh, someone tried to punt me there. Splendos, you dirty dog. Tried to punt us really hard, and we got lucky. We got ghosted, and he flew right through us. Oh, folks, faster, faster. Don't want to hit anybody. Boy, did I have to stay on the brakes longer than desired. Wide, going slow. Try to get the line. Sorry, friend. And then we can take off. Whew. Oh, I'm setting myself up for a sandwich, but the Viper was very kind and actually, to avoid us, went off track. Wow, Cyclops. What a clean, thoughtful racer. Treating the car like you actually own it and have to pay for the damages. Very cool. Just gotta be consistent, get through the traffic, be patient. Ooh, a little correction there. Shake and bake, buddy. Oh no, I'm going through you. Oh, someone's bumping hard on the straight. Oh my goodness, the Viper does want to take me out pretty hard. I think that the F individual, I think that was accidental that he hit me. I braked early because I just wanted to get out of that incestuous sandwich. All right, this is gonna be chaotic, I think. I think it's gonna be chaotic. I will note the Dodge Viper does not like me at all. Oh. lots of infighting here. Volkswagen looking a little beat up here. Look at all that action back there. No camera to keep an eye on them. Isn't that Toyota Supra or 911? Or I think the Ferrari had the backup camera as well. Ooh, I did this all wrong. Gonna not use this poor guy as the brakes. I think he's running traction control 0 and gave a little gas on the candies. And after that, his was grass. Something that rhymes with grass. His something was grass when he added the accelerator pedal while on the candies. So, Tortoise speeds, very slow driver, but driving consistently, staying out of trouble, and safe, smart driving will earn you positions up the grid. You'll climb that grid. Just got to focus on not retaliating, driving safe and smart. Go wide like Game Brigade mentioned. Wide here and back on the throttle earlier. I feel like the 911 would just really accelerate there, because having the extra grip and weight over the rear wheels would be a huge advantage there. And Dano saying stay smooth and let them slide out. Yes, that bug brake checked. And we didn't get speared. It's a small miracle. Hey, Speedo! And kind of like a typical Speedo color, a bit of fluorescent look at me vibe going on with that 911. The Speedo vibe. Oh, friend, I'm being really careful not to hit you. But you definitely could go a wee bit faster. Oh, it's so nice without the narrator. Thank you so much, Game Brigade. What a difference. Very nice. Very nice. Really appreciate the help, folks. Ooh, didn't lay off. Had to get off the brakes earlier to actually get more rotation there. Alright, holding ninth. Holding ninth, seeing if we can... ninth is where we finished last race, so we got to get at least ninth or we're losing points. Because remember, folks, it's not about your average over the races. It's not about the best of. It's your last race that counts. This is the last race of the night. We're putting it all on the line. Try to get a position better than ninth. But I'm Tortoise level slow in the AMG, so the only chance I have is with safe, smart driving, stay out of wrecks, try not to get taken to Pound Town on the straightaways. Alright, so we need to race to that marker after taking the turn. That's new. And the point of the channel is that we learn and grow together, a good mix of coaches and mentors that we all at points are learning and teaching, and a lot of the teaching coming from the very knowledgeable live stream crew. Thank you so much, folks. Oh, thank you, friend. Thank you. Whoa, 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 whoa. I guess he just took himself out. Oh, we got another car that went out on the last turn there. I was watching the rear view mirror, not the rear view camera, but the rear view mirror, and someone battled it out in the turn and took themselves out. So we're one position ahead, but this NSX is fast. Thank you for the push. I appreciate it. Oh, and he tried to punt us, and he just definitely took that turn, I think, slower because his punt didn't work out. We are lucky enough to get ghosted, I guess. Otherwise, we're going off the track for sure there. All right, holding 8, 6 more laps of this. 8th is one position higher. Oh, held on to the brakes too long, and that is almost going to cost us a reset. Thankfully, didn't get the reset. Lost 2 positions. Got to go in slow, come out fast. Try to catch up to Rick the Rock here with still the right mindset, in slow, out fast. Slow way around that turn. So turn 2, we can be more aggressive. We need to aim at the apex and then accelerate through it. All right. I can read better the comments if I get rid of the little stickers that I'm being offered in the live chat. Okay, so turn 1, turn 2, we can be more aggressive. Okay. So we just gotta aim for the apex and then get back on the accelerator. Fantastic. Great game, Brigade. That really, I think, made a difference. We'll see when we get a little update on the speed for the section. Yeah, made a difference for sure. Wide here. I think this was one of my better, definitely one of my better laps. Thank you, Game Brigade, for the assistance. You got to be careful of the Bullard. It is the penalty limit. Okay, fantastic, fantastic. Thank you, Game Brigade, for that tip as well. I think I went out there. Did I still have 2 tires on the track, or did it all go over the red? I'll know in just a moment. still very slow through there. Have not begun to understand how to go through there. It looks like we did get a 143, apparently, surprisingly. So the tip's really helping out. So that's 3 seconds faster. 143.5, yeah, that's 3 seconds faster. I do want to get back into a mid-engine vehicle soon. I got awfully close to that Bullard. No, that was a car. Did a car just bump us? Did see something pop up on the radar. Oh, that's right. We need to go faster through here. Oh, look at all those cars up there. Such potential. Ooh, I looked a bit too much at the cars up there. Oh, not the car behind us fault for hitting us. We were going way too slow through there. Guess I looked too far ahead up the track and blew through a corner, went in way too hot. Painful outcome. A few positions less. Hold on to 12th. Let's see if we can pick up a position or two. We got Man Bear Pig and the Volkswagen ahead of us. Oh my goodness. Ah, gee whiz. I'm sorry, friend. I am sorry. Jeez, the back end lifted. Ah, gee whiz. Bad timing. I just super dirty donkeyed him. He was coming back on the track. I was in my line. Ugh. My car should be totaled. My race should be done. After that I'd have no radiator left. All right, let's see what I'm missing here. All right, yeah, Dano, looking forward to watching some of Game Brigade's videos. Check out his YouTube channel, all about video board games. Second last lap here. Oh, that's right. Game Brigade mentioning I need to go through there quicker. A little bit too much braking. Still kind of inexperienced on this track. Generally try to go from beginner to winner every week on the weekly races, and last night, what was it, Tuesday night, picked up a third position, so that was a quick learning curve, but I am still struggling with this track. Night one of the weekly races is usually pretty painful, and that's how I'm feeling right here on this track. But also, new track, new car. I don't think that was a good combo for me to make. But like in any goal you're trying to undertake in life, whether it's an entrepreneurship goal, hobby, sport, struggle. Get through the struggle. Get through the struggle. Live with the embarrassment and put some time and effort in, and you will get better. Night one really struggled with the weekly races this week. So Monday night, bad positioning, struggle, very difficult. Night two picked up a third, so we just had to suffer through the suck, and at the end of that was a lot of fun and enjoyment. AMG can certainly take a hit. Okay, going through that much faster than before. Still happy, you know, there's small victory here. I got a 143.5, which is a 3-second improvement earlier. I feel like driving the AMG, it doesn't feel as snappy on the turn-in like the Ferrari or the 911. There we go. 3 positions lower, but we'll take it. We completed the race. Worse things have happened. I really enjoy Catan and Trains for board games. Let me know in the comments, what's your favorite board game? If you want to hear more about board game, check out Game Brigade's channel. Punished myself by eating a big old piece of ginger. So my safety rating, my D rating has gone down. My speed is horrible on this track. But at least the safety rating is intact. Great job, Ryan Golden. 2JZ79 and Speedo, so 2 Huracans and a 911. And I'm sorry, Man Bear Pig, when you're coming back on the track, I guess that was pretty frustrating for you and you pulled a did not finish, and I don't blame you. But we kind of collided. I was not aiming for you whatsoever, Man Bear Pig. Very, very sorry. And for some reason, I'm not getting the little indicators here, so let's see. I'll get out of the live chat, come back in the live chat. Old School Risk, yeah, very cool, Super Doofus. Love Old School Risk. Used to play that quite a bit with my parents and my brother. Game Brigade, you got second. That is fantastic, mate. Great job. I'd like to I wish I could just, well, I guess I can theoretically practice this. I'm very curious. Race C, if I was doing this with the Ferrari, would it really be all that better? Maybe I'm just horrible on this track. Maybe it probably has nothing to do with the car. I got to test out this theory here. Great job, Game Brigade, on your second. So you can practice the upcoming races right here. Oh, still in the car. Sorry about this. Let's go correct this here. Oh, all right. Game Brigade saying Blood on the Clock Tower is currently his favorite game. And Dev18S saying the AMG is quite a heavy car, but it makes up for it in speed and slipstreaming. But you have to be heavier on the brakes, the opposite of the Porsche that needs a bit more. Let's get a. I'm gonna finish this. Sorry, I just had to drop. I have to drop a comment here. Say okay, just so I can finish reading that, so I can see it. You have to be with the 911. It's the opposite. It needs to be a bit more short shifting to max speed. Yes. Thank you very much. So let's see. Can we do better than a 143 on like 1 or 2 lap attempt, and then we'll jump in the weekly race. Oh, it's almost 11. My goodness. Time flies when you're having a horrible time in an AMG. All on me. Great car, bad driver. First of all, settings. Let's get the traction control down to 1 to see if really when I was on 1 and sliding all over the place with AMG, what that was about. We'll need to be on racing hard tires to really answer the question of should I just gone Porsche and not care too much about the overall points. Let's test this out, see what kind of lap we can get in traffic. Oh my goodness, I went to the weekly racetrack. What was I doing? The weekly race is fantastic. At least we're in the right car. We're in the right direction. Definitely don't want any of that rain. Traction control on 1. Test out the theory. The AMG just did not like the curbs at all. Needed traction control 2. $143 to beat. Already the 911 feeling a lot lighter. Driving quite a bit differently than the AMG. Feels better than the AMG, I think. Dev saying that it's heavier car. Yeah, it definitely feels heavier. This feels lighter, kind of easy to point and then go in the direction. Ferrari even more so generally. Okay, so traction control 2 doesn't like the curves all that. On traction control 1, still having a bit of trouble with those curves, but still very drivable. Yeah, I can be on traction control 1, I can lay in the throttle, all that, well, it's got a lot of weight over the rear wheels because it's a rear engine setup. So, first lap attempt, a 144.7. Not constantly. The brakes on this, I don't know, the 911, I feel maybe it's just about consistency and being used to something, but I found the Mercedes had trouble getting it down to speed, more trouble hunting the apexes. Go wide here, like Game Brigade mentioned. Love revving this thing out. And what time did we get? I think that'll beat my best lap out of what, 12 laps? So 144.6. So I guess I was faster with the AMG, but it was just painful and hard to drive. I guess I don't like cars that feel heavy when you drive them. Oh, Dune Imperium Uprising. Very good game for 4 players. Thank you, Game Brigade. I'll have to check your video out on that because I also like Dune and I've got a really good buddy. And Daniel's saying the AMG is hard for him because the engine is... What is that? I'll say okay so I can see more. Is quiet. And the Lamborghini, just do a piece. Sure, Game Brigade, you've been so helpful. I can't say no. I can't possibly say no to you. So let's switch up to the Lamborghini here. The Lamborghini, I just have always had trouble. I kind of feel like it's a first or last. I feel like I'm going really fast and then I just completely lose it. Let's, yeah, why not the same here? Also on traction control 1 for a first time. Why not? Woo. Oh, these short shifters. Oh, I love how fast this revs up. Enjoy that. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I haven't gone through that turn nearly that fast. The Lamborghini is absolutely fantastic on this track. Easy to get the apexes. Pretty controllable slide. Love the Lamborghini on this track. It's great. I was able to really throttle down hard in third through there. No issues. Oh, sorry, friend. My goodness. You need to go faster. Come on. Oh! That's a good example of what happens when you give someone a bump. 20% of the time, it's not going to work out. 20% of the time, it doesn't work out 100% of the time. Really nice. I like how coming out of the turn, because you got mid-engine, lots of weight over the rear wheels, he just throttle down. Oh, that was nice. Very, very nice. Yeah, the Nismo might have wanted me off the race. Flex Sinclair, I was on brake balance, 4 to the rear, and it felt fantastic. Lamborghini, absolutely fantastic on the track. AMG, not for me. The AMG just felt horrible on this track. But it's what I signed up for the Manufacturers Cup. So let's hope it's better suited to another race. Yeah, because that wasn't as fun. It didn't leave a good taste in my mouth. And it's too late. I think it's too late to come on over here and jump into sport and get a nice feel-good race out of one of the easier cars to drive, like, well, the Lamborghini, even on, it wasn't hard to drive at all. Well, that's never too late. Let's jump in here, see if we've got time. 6 seconds. Oh no, the silly tire. Silly tires. So that's how this, looks like that's how tonight's going to end. We missed the entry period because of tire selection, because Gran Turismo, for whatever reason, doesn't want to just throw on the tires. Look, it's their requirement. And it's such a silly requirement, because is anyone going to go, I want to race Maguire on intermediate or wet tires? No, everyone is going to take race medium. So GT7, stop pretend like you're giving us choices. Really, you're not giving us choices. You're just forcing us to swap tires. Nobody is feeling super masculine or super, feminine or super strong, like, I changed my own virtual tires. Come on, Gran Turismo 7. Get with it. Get with it. Just put the tires on the car. And if the individual doesn't have them, then say no, go buy your tires. But you let us rent the cars with whatever tires. You let us rent the cars for free, and you put the correct tires on those cars. So if you're looking to actually get a free test drive, go to the rent. And I know some of you don't race online. And that's fine. You don't want to get into the chaotic clown races. You don't feel like getting speared into the stratosphere or dirty dogged or dirty donkeyed, but do go online to practice laps because you go here, rent an event specified car, and check this out, folks. You get to try out every GR3, GR4 car, and when there's GR2 or GR1 races, you'll get to try out those cars. You get to try out the cars before actually buying them. So if you've been eyeing, let's say, the M6, you can say, you know what, I'll go try out the M6, see how I like it. And if you don't like it, great, don't buy it. Save 400,000 or 500,000 credits that you get to try them all out right here. Now, I'm wondering with my event-specific car, do I have from the garage, did I buy the RS1 and did I put the skin on it? So I guess I got to do that. We got the RCZ, but we got to buy the RS1. That would have been a great car to do the Manufacturers Cup with. So folks, thank you so much for watching. Have a great week. And I wish you all more cars and more power, and hope you get to put the pedal to the metal in a car that you love sometime real soon. Thank you so much for watching. Really blessed for those of you giving us, for those of you watching, and especially to those of you taking the time to drop in tips and tricks for the whole racing community here. I truly appreciate you. I wish you a wonderful day at school or work tomorrow, a good night of rest. See you all Saturday morning for our Saturday morning 10 a.m. lobbies. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to chatting with you, racing with you. Until next time, again, more cars, more power, and Godspeed, folks. Take care. Thank you so much again for watching.